What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Junior. Welcome to Castle Sports Talk. To a brand new channel dedicated to drafting and making money, dedicated to my music that I will be giving to y'all, and dedicated to just sometimes it's personal stuff in my own day in life. I'm a teacher by day, dad 24/7, and a drafter by night. Uh I do drafts and I make some money doing them. And I thought I would just give you guys some tips on how to draft and how to be a beast at doing that. All right. Um, yeah, welcome. I'm gonna just behind the scenes start a draft on Underdog Fantasy, and we're gonna jump right into it. Share screen. Share. This is Underdog Fantasy. All right, and this is where I make the money. So I go to drafts, go to lobby. You got the biggest board for $100. Not. I was trying to do a biggest board live stream, put down $100 real quick. You feel me? But they take really long to fill up, just because no one got $100 like that. So, for the sake of time, we're gonna do a big board. All you need is $10 to enter. I enter. It takes out $10 from my account. Boom. And let's see. Oh, it's already about to fill up. We're waiting on 3 people. And yeah. So there's 12 people that enter a draft lobby, and you draft football players, the best football players you can, and you make a team, and the top 2 out of these 12 move on to the next round and start making big money. And that's basically it, guys. That's basically it. I'm going to give y'all the sauce. I'm going to give y'all the sauce. You feel me? And we're going to make a pasta. Just use my sauce. Buy your noodles, your penne noodles, your, I don't know, other noodles. What other kind of noodles are there? Get your fettuccine noodles, and I'm going to give y'all the sauce and just mix it up and enjoy dinner. Or in other words, some nice money where you can buy dinner. I just use my sauce. Just use my sauce. So if you look here, here's the draft board of players that are available. If you know a little bit about football, you know all these people. If you don't, I'm going to put you on with the guys I pick. I'm the 8th pick. So I'm in here with Glue Eater. I guess he likes to eat glue. I'm in here with MD Hoot. I guess this person is very hoot. Asian Jim. I'm guessing Jim is Asian. Dehumanizer. I guess he likes to dehumanize people. JD Etuno, 22. I don't know if they were born in 2022 or they're 22 years old. I'm going to hope they're 22 years old. I'm not out here drafting with 2-year-olds. I am Ski Man. I guess you like to ski. Jick 19. That's a weird name, Jick. Very weird. Then you got Mr. Junior. We out here, bro. And then we got Snow 1021. Is that my cousin Snow? Yo, Snowmall, you in here with me? I don't know. Probably not. But Snow 1021, I like that name. Willie 195. Shout out you, Willie. And then you have Ezra Z. Oh, the draft is going. First person. Last person is Cool Zero. Another cool name. So you got weirdos at the beginning of the draft and cool guys at the end. Christian McCaffrey, first pick. Tyreek Hill, number 2. You probably got CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson going next, unless someone really likes Bijan Robinson. I really want Bijan Robinson every draft. If I could get Bijan Robinson every draft, I would do so. But I'm the 8th pick, and you can only get Bijan if you're like the top 5 picks. Certain drafts, you might be 1. Certain drafts, you might be 12. Certain drafts, you might be 6. Bijan still did not go. So if they go Justin Jefferson and Breece Hall Puka, I'm clear to land on the Bijan Robinson flight. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I am Ski Man does. Ski Man goes Breece. Oh, my God. So I could get either. Oh, my God. He just went Jefferson. Guess who the hell is getting Bijan Robinson at 8? You know what that means? That means I could have got Bijan Robinson at 4 or 5 like most people do, but I got him at 8. Which means I have the chance to build a more unique team. Which means I have a chance to, since I got him later, to get a player that other Bijan teams wouldn't have at, what's my next pick? At 17. Because if I was drafting 4, I would have got 21 and probably missed out on a couple really good players. So we off to a great start. If you have Bijan Robinson at pick 8, do it every single time. If you have Bijan Robinson at 7 or 6, do it every single time. Just do what I'm telling you to do, and you will make money. Just do what I'm telling you to do, bro. Please. Bijan Robinson at 8. You got more wide receivers going at 9 and 10. This is a damn. I can't believe they went Amon-Ra at 4. This is an interesting draft so far. I'm about to open up a window because it's hot as hell. Zion, you want to say what up to the screen? Zion, come here. Say what's up to the stream.
What's up?
This is my son. Tell me a little about yourself.
I am 9 years old. I also like to draft, but not mock drafts, just fantasy drafts, like the rookie drafts.
Like the real life draft.
Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite team is the Vikings.
Yep.
And for this draft, I really want J.J. McCarthy going with the Vikings.
You mean like a real life draft, like this year's draft?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm 3rd grade, and me and him go to the same school.
So I'm a student?
No,
I'm a 3rd grader or what?
He's
I'm a teacher. What do they call me at school?
Mr. Junior.
Me and Zion are actually going to drop a real life mock draft because that's what Zion likes to do more. He likes to do real life mock drafts, and we're going to drop that for you. We're probably going to record it either today or tomorrow. He got basketball practice in a few, so we're going to see. But yeah, this is Zion, and we're going to make a mock draft video later. Zion, help me with this next pick. So I just picked Saquon Barkley. This is something I almost never do. Start off my drafts with 2 running backs, but I just did it. IDGAF. I don't care. I really like Saquon Barkley this year. On the Eagles, coming from the Giants to the Eagles, he's going to get a lot of tutties. He's going to get them titties. He's going to get a lot of tutties and titties. And if you get titties, come on my team because I like titties too. So we got Saquon Barkley, and by tutty, I mean touchdowns or titty. It's a nickname for touchdown. I think Saquon Barkley is going to get at least 10 touchdowns this year, and I want him on my team. So Bijan Robinson, Saquon, guess what? I'm not drafting running back for like another 5 rounds. Just because the nature of fantasy drafts, if you have 2 running backs that you start and 3 wide receivers that you start. So I'm about to go off on wide receiver next. Tell me what wide receiver should I get next? I am drafting in about 7 picks. So if you look at the board here, we got DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, who just signed a deal to stay in San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, who's probably going to leave San Francisco. This is probably his last year in San Francisco. They just gave Brandon Ayuk money. So Deebo is probably on his way out next year because they're not going to give 2 receivers big wide receiver money. Chris Olave is still here. Mike Evans, who I don't really like this year. Michael Pittman, who I still like this year. Jalen Waddle, who I love this. If I get Jalen Waddle, Zion, I don't care what you say. If he's there, I'm picking him. And DK Metcalf, who I also like. I like DK. Or maybe I could switch it up and go tight end, or maybe get Saquon Barkley's teammate, Jalen Hurts. I like the Jalen Hurts idea. What are you thinking?
If the good wide receivers are gone, probably get the Jalen Hurts.
Forget about Sam Laporta, tight end 1.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta was a rookie last year. You know, we want to know why I was drafting him last year? I was drafting him in like the 12th and 13th round. Every draft. Now look at where he's being picked up. Tight end 1 in the 2nd round. I was getting him at a steal, a bargain last year. So that, if you get late round picks that blow up and you just have an intuition for that kind of stuff, you can win $40,000 just like I did.
Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce.
Cooper Kupp is still there. Keenan Allen's still there.
Who just got traded to the Bears.
Oh, they got Jalen Waddle. I don't know. I'm liking Jalen Hurts just because I have Saquon Barkley. So guess what? If Saquon Barkley doesn't get the touchdown, guess who does? Jalen Hurts. So I feel like that's a good philosophy to have on your team. It's kind of like a stack. We call those stacks. So I'm thinking Jalen Hurts or DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf got 66 catches last year, 8 touchdowns. 90 catches the year before, 6 touchdowns.
I think you should get Jalen Hurts.
Just because of the stack. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. God damn it, Zion. Killing the draft, man. All right, I'll call you later. Get out of here. God damn it. We're already killing this. So I usually like to go wide receiver heavy early on just because wide receivers are crucial. You start 3 of them. You don't start any other position 3 times. So having good depth and good high-level talent at wide receiver is important. Guess what? We're not going to have the high-level talent this team. We're not going to have a high-level talent at wide receiver. We have high-level talent at quarterback and running back. Not high-level talent wide receiver. That means our depth picks at wide receiver need to be money, need to be a chef's kiss. We need to make sure we really hit these wide receiver picks. I will focus on nothing other than wideout for like the next 4 or 5 picks. And I'm going tight end very late in the draft just because tight end is probably the least important position. It's good to have if you have a great one because then you're smashing every team at tight end because there's not that many good ones. But you don't need a good tight end. You don't need one to have. I advanced a lot of teams to make money last year that never prioritized tight end. So you really don't need tight end. T. Higgins, I mean, he's probably going to sit out for the Bengals or get traded. I want to stay away from that situation. I mean, do I? Do I, though? Do I? T. Higgins, bro. He's going to get traded. I don't know. Look, T. Higgins requests trade from the Bengals. If he gets traded, the team's going to prioritize him. If he stays with the Bengals, it's bad news, but F it. I gotta take T. Higgins because I don't like Cooper. I don't love Flowers. I like Flowers. I don't love him. I don't like Cooper at all. I like Odunze, but I could get him next pick probably. I got to go T. Higgins just because if he stays, he's going to not do great because he's in a situation and team he doesn't want to be in. But if he gets traded, boom, I hit. And it's just I think is a better pick than Cooper and Flowers. I didn't pick. I think Odunze will be better than Higgins this year, but I feel like I can get Odunze at pick. Oof, I'm not picking for a while. I pick 56. I don't know. We'll see if Odunze falls to me at 56. He probably won't. He probably won't, guys. He probably won't. But he probably will because all these teams went wide receiver early, so none of them need wide receiver. They're probably going to pick the running backs and quarterbacks. I hope this is making sense to y'all, guys. I hope it's at least making a little bit of sense. The only sense it needs to make right now is that this makes money. Follow me. Do what I do. Learn from me. Subscribe to me. Come support, like, and comment. And I will not lead you astray, my friends. So I'm picking again, what, in 5 picks? 6 picks? Rome Odunze's still there. Like I said, a lot of people are prioritizing things other than wide receiver because they went wide receiver early. God damn it! Glue Eater! Glue Eater! Yo, Glue Eater took fucking Rome Odunze, man. God damn it, Glue Eater. I hate you, man. I hate people that eat glue. Like, y'all are weirdos. Asian Jim with Pacheco. I love Pacheco as a pick this year. If he's your RB1, you can't complain about that because he will produce RB1 numbers. Take that to the bank. Pacheco's a good option. But do I want Pacheco on a team that already prioritizes running back early? No. It's going to be redundant. It's going to be overkill. And it's going to leave my wide receiver room very, very anorexic. And if that word triggers you, I'm sorry. I hate to trigger your anorexia memories. Let me stop playing with that. The wide receiver room is going to look anemic. Oh, if you have anemia, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, what word can I use in this fucking soft-ass world? Dang, I like George Pickens. I like Terry McLaurin. God damn it, who do I want? Zion, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, or Calvin Ridley? George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, or Calvin Ridley? Let's do it, Zion. We going on the Ridley train tonight. Yeah. We taking a train to Tennessee. So now we got T. Higgins and Calvin Ridley. 2 potential wide receivers. I mean, it will Ridley be a wide receiver 1 over DeAndre Hopkins? I think so. So, yes, he is a potential wide receiver 1. Will T. Higgins be the wide receiver 1 on whatever team he might go to? I think so. So, yes, we can call him a potential wide receiver 1. For going late wide receiver, I got 2 potential wide receiver 1s. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, if you got a start that looks like this, you're doing not half bad. These are all players I like. I will never pick a player I don't like. The only time I pick a player I don't like is literally by accident. It literally be by accident. All right, so we're picking again in 5 picks. We're gonna hope that one of these wide receivers fall to us. Well, we're gonna hope that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. People go wide receivers so early. It's looking pretty anemic for these wideouts. I'm gonna go DeAndre Hopkins. So I pick at 65, and when do I pick again? I pick at 65 and 80. You think DeAndre Hopkins will be there at 80? God damn it, man. I don't know. Will he be there at 80? I don't know. Do I even want DeAndre Hopkins? I don't know, guys. Decisions. God damn it. They're not going to have a quarterback. I don't want Jordan Addison. I like Chris Godwin. I like Jackson. But you know what? I don't have any DeAndre almost anywhere. Fine. We did it. I don't love DeAndre Hopkins as a pick, but I like that I don't have him barely anywhere. So it's good for my exposure percentages. I get my exposure on DeAndre Hopkins a little bit up, who could very well still be him, be that guy. And Calvin Ridley stack in Tennessee. I like Will Levis. I think he can support 2 wide receivers. I don't think he could support 3, but I do think he can support 2. We'll go Jalen Hurts and Will Levis, guys. We'll go Jalen Hurts and Will Levis, Ridley and Hopkins. So if the Tennessee offense blows up, guess what? This team is making money. I don't know. That's a tough pick because I don't love Hopkins. But sometimes you got to make the picks you don't love for the greater good of your team. Because this pick just makes sense. It's a stack. Yeah, that's what makes it make sense. It hurt to reach for him 10 picks. I picked him at 65. He's a 75 ADP. It hurt him to pick him 10 picks early, but you know what? I probably shouldn't have picked him because he probably would have fell. He probably would have fell to us, guys. But you know what? I had to pick him. I couldn't let him go by me. I couldn't let him go by me. So it's done. The deed is done. DeAndre Hopkins, welcome to the team, bro. And we're going to look for another wide receiver after this. We're probably going to go Chris Godwin. I mean, if Godwin or Njigba fall to us, hey, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. Christian Watson, I'll pick any one of those guys. Look, it's a dreadful place in wide receiver land. I do want Williams. I do want Mike Williams. Oh, Adonai Mitchell. Yes, sir. I want you. I want you over Mike Williams, but I want Jameson Williams over you. I'm sorry, man. Let's see who I can get here. Ooh, looks like I'm going to get maybe Godwin or Watson. I would love to get Godwin. If it's Watson, all right. I'll welcome them very happily both to the team. Oh, no, please don't pick Christian Watson. Please don't pick Christian Watson, bro. Do not. Jick 19. Don't be a dick, Jick. Don't be that guy. Yes. God damn it. We're winning. We rolling, guys. We rolling. I like this team. We got Jalen Hurts, high-level quarterback. Bijan Robinson, Barkley, 2 high-level running backs. Higgins, Ridley, Hopkins, and Watson. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So that's how our team is shaping up so far. I pick again in about 5 picks. I mean, dang. Look at these wideouts. I mean, not wideouts. Look at these quarterbacks and running backs on the board. Is making it pretty tempting to draft a running back, but I really want to stay away from that and go Jameson Williams or Adonai Mitchell. We'll see how the board looks like in a couple picks, guys. Zal, make sure you're ready for basketball practice. We're seeing how the board falls to us. And we literally gonna take what they give us. I think I'm gonna just go BPA, best player available. Doesn't matter if it's running back, tight end, or wide receiver. I'm gonna just go best player available. And it definitely won't be Austin Eckler. It definitely won't be Raheem Mostert. Jordan Love, Christian Watson? Nah. Jalen Warren was my guy. He was one of the best players available, but they picked him up. If you got Jalen Warren on your team, you're doing something right. All right, definitely not Eckler, Chubb, or Mostert. There's a reason why they were left behind. I like Ferguson. I like Jameson. I like Adonai. Woo! I don't know who to pick. Adonai. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, I'm going to regret it not going Jameson. I'm going to regret it not going Jameson. I like them both, man. I love them both. I love Adonai Mitchell at his ADP, which stands for average draft placement. And I love Jameson Williams at his ADP. They are valuable picks because they are so cheap. And they will overperform their ADP. Bet your bottom dollar on it. Dang, man. I don't pick. Dang. I don't pick for like 10 picks. It's looking like I'm not going to get Jameson Williams, but I hope I do. They got Mike Williams over Jameson. Fucking up. I'm swearing more in this live more than my last one. IDGAF. Man, I hope Jameson falls. Man, I hope Jameson falls. I just think Adonai is gonna have a great MD hoot. It's always you hoot ass people that sniping my players. I think but you know I'm not mad at it because Jameson Williams kind of showed us what he is. He's not a high volume receiver, but he is a home run threat. Meaning he could go a 75-yard touchdown any given play. But I do think he has limitations as a traditional receiver. For whatever reason, I mean, I can't really pinpoint and tell you, but for some reason, Amon-Ra is better, more reliable, better route runner. I mean, I guess that's what it is. Better route runner. Even though Jameson Williams is very explosive, which is why I like him. I do think he will finish with about at least 50 catches and at least like 7 to 8 touchdowns. So I just think he's a good pick. But I do think Adonai Mitchell has the talent to literally have the best rookie year out of all the receivers. I'm not saying he's the best receiver, but depending on the situation he falls in, Adonai Mitchell potentially has the ability to be the best rookie receiver in this class. Remember Justin Jefferson? Back in 2020, I think? He was like the 4th receiver drafted in that draft. Guess what? Adonai Mitchell is the 4th ranked receiver in this draft. Justin Jefferson is now the best receiver in the league. Fast forward 3-4 years, will Adonai Mitchell be the best receiver in the league? I'm just saying he has that potential. I'm just saying. Adonai Mitchell, I like that dude a lot. I hope he goes to my Chargers. I hope the Chargers trade back, draft tackle or cornerback, and draft Adonai Mitchell with the 23rd pick. I hope we trade with the Vikings. We draft Terry on Quinion Mitchell or a tackle at 11 and Adonai Mitchell at 23. Adonai Mitchell could go at 17 to the Jaguars. So Adonai Mitchell's a nice little player to have on a fantasy draft. He's a nice player to have. All right, we're up next. Raheem Mostert still on the board. Guess what? And I still don't want you. I got another Tennessee player, Tajay Spears. So it looks like Tajay Spears is still on the board. Josh Downs is on the board. Justin Herbert's on the board. The two Cincinnati running backs, Chase Brown and Zach Moss, are on the board. Trey Benson is on the board. Some people say Trey Benson is probably the best running back in the draft over Jalen Wright and Blake Corum, arguably. I'm going to go with our guy, Tajay Spears. Filling up that Tennessee stack, guys. Filling up that Tennessee stack. And Tajay Spears is a receiving back. We know Spears cannot handle. We know Tony Pollard, his new teammate, cannot handle a full workload, and Tajay Spears won't get his. We know Tajay Spears still got his at with Derrick Henry in Tennessee. So you think he'll still get his with Tony Pollard in Tennessee? Duh. So Tajay Spears, I like him as an RB3. Look, I stayed away from running back for like 6, 7 straight picks to rack up on wide receiver because guess what? Wide receivers are probably the most important position to rack up on in this kind of tournament. And to be honest, guys, I might end this live stream before we finish our team. Just because I got a lot of stuff going on at home. But I really felt like doing a live stream. I really felt like drafting with you guys. So here I am. Here I am. All right, I'm up again in 3 picks. Let's see who falls to me. I'm always looking at wide receiver, and I see Troy Franklin and Tyler Lockett is still there. I like Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks is one of my favorite running backs out of the draft just because he's a very good pass catcher out of the backfield. Coming off an injury that hurt his draft stock, but I do think he will fully recover from that injury. He told Media Day that he will be ready by training camp, which is a very important time for rookies to be at training camp, to get with the program, literally. And, oh, it's my pick. Got my tight end, Dalton Schultz. Honestly, should have went with Goddard, but time ran out on me. God damn it. I should have went with Goddard, but time ran out on me. I like Schultz. I like Schultz better than Goddard. But the thing is, Goddard is a Philadelphia pass catcher, and I have Jalen Hurts, which probably would have been nice to have Goddard, but I do like Schultz better. So that's a stack that I missed out on, but not a stack that's going to, like, kill me. Unless Goddard ends up having, like, 11 touchdowns this year, which I don't think will happen. Goddard is on his way. He's on the down curve of his career, and he's not getting any better. He's not getting any younger, and he's not getting any faster. But he's still good. So I might regret that if he drops a cool 10 touchdowns. But I don't think he will. Gus Edwards. Everyone picking up Gus Edwards early. Everyone think he's going to be the bell cow, but he's not. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. He's not going to be the bell cow. He's not going to be the bell cow just because we have Isaiah Spiller, and we're going to pick up a bunch of options. We're going to pick up some veteran free agents, and we're going to pick up a rookie. And Gus Edwards will not be our bell cow because he can't catch out of the backfield. And you can't have a bell cow that can't catch out of the backfield. Gus Edwards is a physical specimen that is to be marveled at, but he is not Derrick Henry level. Okay, you can't be a good pass catch. You can't be a bad pass catcher and be a bell cow. That's not what the NFL is. Unless you're Derrick Henry and the team literally molds itself around you. And Gus Edwards isn't Derrick Henry. He isn't that. He's good with a great size, but he's not bell cow worthy. So drafting Gus Edwards early, I think, is a mistake. I want to wait until after the draft to get the Chargers running back room situated. And I'm kind of staying away from the Chargers running back room. I do think we will draft Jonathan Brooks, or at least I hope so, out of bias of him being one of my favorite running backs this year. But you're just not too sure. It's just not too sure, especially with a brand new head coach. You can't really read into his past transaction, his past picks, because he has no past transaction or picks. But you do know he likes to build through the trenches. That's about all we know. So I'm going to just wait until after the draft to see the Chargers running back room situation. So that is why I wouldn't reach on Gus Edwards. If he falls to me, great. That's lovely. But I wouldn't reach for him. All right, I'm up in – it's my pick. I do like Zach Charbonnet in Seattle. I do like Keon Coleman, rookie wide receiver. I like these four receivers here, to be honest. Quentin Johnson the most, but I do think they will fall to me next pick. So I'm gonna just go with Keon Coleman. I got me a nice little tight end, Dalton Schultz. I got me a quarterback, Jalen Hurts, great quarterback. So I feel like I'm gonna wait for Will Levis, and I'm gonna wait for two late round tight ends, and I feel like I could go wide receiver again. I feel like I can indulge more into this wide receiver position, and I think I can dip my finger into it again and go to Quentin Johnson or Jahan Dotson. Rashid Shaheed, yeah, sure. If not, I will go Zach Charbonnet. I'm up again. How many picks? Yeah, not too bad. We'll see how the draft board falls. This is a good time to talk about my brand new channel again. I'd very much appreciate it if you subscribe, like, and comment. That would really personally make me happy and help my channel be on the up and up. I'm hoping this doesn't blow up one day, but I am hoping, I reach a cool 1,000 subscribers one day. I am hoping I reach a cool 5,000 subscribers one day. I mean, not this year, maybe not next, probably in like 3-4 years. But I am really like hoping for that day. I am gonna begin actively working towards it. So you guys are at the genesis phase of my channel, and subscribe, like, and comment, guys. All right, so we're up in one pick. Rashid Shaheed or Zach Charbonnet? I'll go with another pass catcher who has some really good highlights last year, Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet has some really impressive highlights last year. Is a better catcher out of the backfield than Kenneth Walker, so he has paved himself a role in that backfield. And there won't be drafting a running back early again after drafting Charbonnet last year, Kenneth Walker the year before. So they're good on drafting running backs. They will be drafting interior linemen, maybe even a tackle. Charles Cross was an excellent pick for them. So they don't need tackle as much as they need guard and center. But they will invest heavily into guard and center early. So that bodes well for the running game and Zach Charbonnet. So I like Charbonnet. I love Charbonnet this draft. It was a tough pick with either him or Shaheed. But looking at my team, I had 3 running backs. He would be my RB4. I love Charbonnet as an RB4. I love that. Really solid running back, bro. I think I'm gonna draft one more running back and then call it quits. I'll leave it at 5. I love drafting 5 RB teams in this tournament. I do. It just feels right. It really does. It really does. It just feels right. It feels right to go 5 or 6, but if you go early, running back, and get 5 of them, call it a day, rack up on wide receiver and tight end, get solid quarterbacks early, that feels like the best way to do this draft. It really does. Quarterback early, running back early and a lot. Once you got your 5 RBs, well, not once you got your 5 RBs. Once you got your top 2 RBs, draft wide receiver and draft enough RBs to have a good top 5 and leave them alone and rack up on wide receivers and tight ends. That really feels like the right way to do this tournament. It really does. Remember, this tournament, pre-draft fantasy tournaments, have 2 extra picks. Oh, Zion, she's outside. Yeah, so put all your stuff on.
I just did a real fantasy draft, and I think I did good. There's grades on it too.
It's grades on your picks.
Yeah.
All right, love you. Have fun at practice.
All right.
Your mom's outside. Shemai, could you take Zion outside? Shemai, can you take Zion outside? Yeah, he's coming outside right now.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye. Ooh, Xavier Leggett or Michael Wilson? Ah, yeah. I'll go Michael Wilson. Xavier Leggett is great, but is he great enough to be a great rookie wide receiver? I don't know about that. I don't know about great rookie wide receiver. Like even Debo Samuel has struggles. Xavier Leggett is my comp to Debo Samuel. Those are twins right there, in my opinion. Leggett and Debo Samuel are twins. Just different generations, man. And even Debo Samuel struggled with injury and finding his groove the first 2 years in the NFL. And I think Xavier Leggett is going to be great, but he won't be great straight out of the gate. So I'm fine with picking Michael Wilson over Leggett. Now, if I do get Leggett next pick, whoo, guess what, boy? We're going Leggett. I do like Jaleel McLaughlin. Had a great rookie year. If he falls, I'll go him. If they pick up Leggett and McLaughlin falls, I'll go McLaughlin. Babe, Shemaya. I want macaroni, man. Babe, serve me my mac and cheese, babe, please. Huh? All right. It's looking like McLaughlin and Leggett are falling. Ooh, Will Levis. I cannot miss Will Levis. I might have to reach on him, guys, because he is vital to my team. If I don't have Will Levis, having Ridley, Hopkins, and Spears means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Ooh, they picked McLaughlin. Leggett might go here. Leggetti's just much better prospect than Wilson, in my opinion. Like Wilson, Leggett, why is that even? I'm really low on Roman Wilson. I'm really low on him. I just am. He's coming from a great system, not great size. I mean, his highlights are not that great. They're really not. I picked Roman Wilson over Leggett. Fucking idiot. I need Will Levis. Will Will Levis fall to me in all these picks? I am not so sure. I would love Leggett. Trust me, I would. But I need Levis. I need Levis. When you're trying to win money, you got to make teams that hurt you in the moment, but it's good for the team long term. I'm sorry, I just got to remind myself that because that pick really hurted. Is that hurted? Is that a thing? That pick really hurt. Leggett went, ooh, he didn't even go right after me. He still stayed on the board. Rico Dowdle over Leggett? Come on, bro. What an idiot. But yeah, I really wanted Leggett, but it is what it is. Can't have it all. If that was the case, then I would have a lot better team than this. But yeah, this is a great team so far. You miss out on picks you want. It's the nature of the draft. You just gotta pick the best picks and make sure your team is the top 2 out of the 12. Make sure you have the top 2 best team in your draft, and you're doing all right. Shemaya, you serve me food, please. Hopefully, I get my food soon, guys. So I'm gonna. Oh, I'm not even that far away yet. Could you make me some macaroni, please? So I'm up in 5 picks. I like Jalen Polk. I mean, well, I need one more running back, right? I like Malachi Corley. I like Ray Davis. I like Roshan Johnson, but they got DeAndre Swift. I don't know, man. I have a bunch of Demario Douglas, and he just went. The only reason I didn't want Demario Douglas was because I have a bunch of them. Shit, man. I like Roshan. I don't like Jonnu this early. Jonnu Smith had 50 catches last year. Holy shit. Jonnu Smith had 50 catches last year on a team that was occupied by Kyle Pitts. I like Jonnu, but God damn it. I'll go Jonnu. Just because I think Jonnu's going to be flying up the boards and get drafted earlier and earlier. I think the news that Roshan Johnson got that Swift is now a teammate is going to make him fall. So I'm taking advantage of drafting in this moment, knowing that Johnson will not rise, but Smith will. Jonnu Smith will. So I just took advantage of having Smith at this price. I do think this is expensive for him, rich for him, but he's going to be shooting up the draft boards. And I do think Roshan Johnson has a chance to fall to me. So I'm going to start him. I'm also going to start Ray Davis. And if I don't get neither of them, I'm fine with having a wide receiver I love in Devontae Walker. If not, you got Chico Okonkwo coming up. I'm feeling good, guys. Feeling good, feeling great. I think maybe after 2 or 3 more picks, I might stop this live stream just because I have my main foundation of a team down, and I can talk about that with you guys and give you guys a little philosophy lesson on how to construct your team with what positions and how many players at each position. All right, guys. Malachi Corley, who I really liked. Jalen Polk, who I really liked, just got picked up. It's looking like I'm good. I hate Bateman. I don't like Noah Brown. It's looking like I'm going to have to get Roshan Johnson or Ray Davis. I'm not thinking of any of these quarterbacks just because I have Jalen Hurts, a really good one, expensive one at that, and Will Levis, who I have a really solid stack with in Calvin Ridley and D-Hop and Tajay Spears. So getting another quarterback would just be overkill, and to be honest, like a waste of a pick. You know, if I get another quarterback, it's just a waste of a pick. He probably won't start a lot because I have 2 other really good ones. And if he does start a lot, then that's probably not a good thing. Because why are you starting over Hurts and Levis? Why? You know what I mean? It probably won't be a good thing. So I think it's a waste of a pick. Thank you, babe. On the clock, and Roshan Johnson is still there. Just nailed that pick, man. I could have went with Roshan Johnson last round. I'm like, nah. Jonnu Smith is on the up and up. Roshan Johnson is on the come down. So I'm going to take advantage of that and pick Jonnu Smith now. And I told you Roshan Johnson on the come down. No one's really trying to take him because they know Swift is a new teammate. But Roshan Johnson will be excellent. Absolutely. He will be really good. Absolutely. 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 You kidding me? 3rd round pick last year. Was used very nicely last year. I like the way they used him. I like the highlights he put up. He's a very good pass blocker, which always has a place in this league. DeAndre Swift is an older running back, never was high volume running back. So Roshan Johnson, the thing is Khalil Herbert is there too, but Roshan Johnson does things Khalil Herbert can't do, which is pass catch well and pass block well. So I do love Roshan Johnson at 185. Amazing. And look at this running back room. Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Tajay Spears, Zach Charbonnet, Roshan Johnson. Very solid running back room. If we look at my wide receivers, it's looking a little thin, meaning like I could have maybe one more to feel better about it. But the fact that I'm really happy with my running back room makes me feel better about my wide receiver room. I have T. Higgins, Calvin Ridley, and D-Hop as a stack. I got Christian Watson, probably going to be your wide receiver 1 in Green Bay. Adonai Mitchell, who is one of my favorite prospects. Look at his highlights. Look at his highlights. Look at what he did to TCU. Look at what my man did to TCU. Look at what my man did to Alabama and Kool-Aid. Look at what he did against Kool-Aid. You feel me? Keon Coleman, who is a special size. Talent, I would say, isn't special, but his size is special. And a lot of the league, every team in the league always needs a good boundary receiver. So I think he does have a role carved out for him for whichever team he goes to. And Michael Wilson, who has a role carved out for him and came into the league hurt he was drafted hurt last year, and that hurt his draft stock, hurt him in the beginning of the year. And I think they got rid of Rondale Moore and Marquise Brown, and they will probably draft Marvin Harrison or Malik Neighbors. But Michael Wilson is there as a wide receiver too, so I do like him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receivers. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. I got a mid tight end room, but your tight end room could be mid, and you're still gravy. Yeah. So that's our team so far. I'll probably do one more pick for you guys just because I have a good structure, and we'll see what this kind of next pick could have my team looking like. The next pick could add some pizzazz to my team. I like Noah Fant just because he signed a big deal. I like Trey Palmer, but not as much since Mike Evans got re-signed. I like DeMarcus Robinson, signed himself a nice little deal. I'm gonna go with Noah Fant, guys. If we take a look at his thing, he just signed a 2-year, $21 million deal, which is kind of like crazy. Like, why did he get $10 million a year? But he got it because he's a decent tight end. He's a do-it-all tight end, catch a little bit for you, block a little bit for you, downfield action a little bit for you. And he's a solid tight end 3, guys. He's a really solid tight end 3. I'm gonna probably end up drafting 10 wide receivers in this draft just because I'm not happy with where my wide receivers are at. I'm satisfied, but I'm not happy. I'm really happy with my quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, Will Levis. I think Will Levis will blow people's minds this year. I do think he got that gunslinger Brett Favre in him. He really does, bro. Watch that boy play. Watch that boy play. He be ripping it. And I love my RB room. So that's it, guys. Let me stop sharing really quick. Got me a nice little plate of mac and cheese. Babe cooked it up for me. Again, thank you for joining me. If you're watching at the end of this video, Castle Sports Talk. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys later. And I'll let you know if this draft wins me $200,000. You feel me? Peace out. I thought I ended this stream. What the fuck?